And we're back, and let's see if Jean Equinard has been doing his homework. Jean Equinard appears slightly distressed. That's not very promising, is it? Speak with the Astrologian and try to learn if aught is amiss. Very well. Are you doing well, Ethys? Then that at least makes two of us. I cannot keep such important news from you, Ethys. Lady Leveva and Quimperane, just last night they fell victim to another ambush at the hands of bandits. Someone was saying in the first video that Leveva's ability to get kidnapped rivals that of Minfilia, and I'm starting to believe it. The ever-resourceful Quimperane proved his invaluable worth once again with a dashing display of chivalry that would shame any knight in the sea, a statement that attests to the sorry state of our knights. But that is a chat we can have over a different cup of tea. You're offering me tea? Where's my tea? When Lady Leveva attempted to retire to a room at that filthy inn in the Broom, I had our sorely disused second floor cleared and furnished with the trappings from my own home. She's up there now and asked to see you the moment you arrived. Starting to think that this might not be a coincidence, these kidnappings. Wait, you don't seem at all surprised to see me here. Did Jean Equinard tell you of the attack? Damn that fool, and after I told him to keep his mouth shut. Though I suppose I must bear some of the fault for ever thinking he could do as he was told. She really doesn't like him. It's like she's not even being ironic, is she? Now, I suppose you were wondering why I summoned you here to these makeshift chambers, and no, it has naught to do with the bandit attacks. It appears are much more common in your realm than I thought. Now, I was in no way trying to keep knowledge of our attack from you. I was merely attempting in my own way to teach Jean Equinard the benefits of adding an arcanum to one's spread rather than using it immediately, a skill that requires patience. Something most nobles in this city-state lack, our present host included. You see, Ethys, one cannot influence the card the stars will see you draw. A good astrologian, however, knows that he can influence the timing at which that card is read. Adding a card to your spread and waiting until the perfect moment to unleash its power can be an effective way of ensuring beneficial results. I trust that you will pick up this technique swifter than Jean Equinard did. Okay, that makes sense. So we're just pulling out the card, we're not reading it straight away. She said something about the stars noticing us reading them, so the stars are like, I saw that. Alright. Oh, so we just learn it straight away. That's the current drawn card to your spread. Alright. Okay. Okay. Let's put that on, let's put it on there for now. I'll find a better place for it later. Slings and arrows. Leveva appears to be fully recovered from her ordeal, although the bandit is ready to continue her training. Alright. Are you ready, my pupil? The gate to the fourth heaven awaits. However, the location I've chosen for attunement will not remain the most optimal for long. You are to travel with Jean Equinard, and I will make the journey with Quimperane. There are no objections, good. We haven't seen the old man in a while, have we? I haven't got to do my old man voice. Alright, Jeanne. Let's get out of here. If it is Lady Leveva you seek, I'm never going to get over saying that, she just left with Quimperane for Limsa Lominsa. If you make haste, you may still be able to catch them at the airship landing. You're supposed to be coming with me, dude. As much as I would like to indulge myself on the pillars of Rotano pleasure barges, there is a congress to be held in the vault, and all the prominent houses have been summoned. My presence at such an event would be sorely missed, so I fear this next lesson must needs proceed without me. I'm certain Lady Leveva will understand. I don't think she will. I can always open the third gate another day. Or was it the fourth? Third or fourth? It is of no matter. The stars certainly will not be going anywhere. Guys, I think the stars are gonna go somewhere. Alright, here we are. What are we looking for, Quimperane? My lord, the Lady Leveva is missing. We disembarked the airship together, but became separated in the chaos at the landing. Yeah, she is much worse than Minfielder, holy shit. Seeing as how the lady has found herself the victim of bandit attacks twice since arriving in Eorzea, I fear she may be targeted once again, especially considering the location. This is my first time setting foot in Limsa, but I've been made aware of its landmarks. Might I suggest that we search independently so that we might cover more ground? I shall start with several of the seemingly more disreputable locations, such as the Drowning Wench, the Astrologian, and the Bloody Member. Would my lord be so kind as to search Fisherman's Bottom and the Coral Tower? Let us meet at the 7th Sage, once our survey is complete. I think she might be doing this on purpose. This is just ridiculous. Alright, Fisherman's Bottom. Vakeb. How are you, my old friend? 20-odd summers since I spilled from my loins. She spilled from her own loins, guys. That's how Mikoto work. They turn inside out, and that's how they're reborn as a new Mikote. And then when they start to get old again, they sort of turn once again inside out. It's like their insides sort of regenerate while their outsides age, and that's how they perpetuate themselves. That's now canon. And ain't once I ever heard the word Astrologian. Now in the span of 2 bloody bells, I gone and met myself not one, but an honest-to-goodness pair of live Stargorpers. Didn't see where that other fair-skinned lass buggered off to. Ones as that, though, oft end up on the pleasure barges, if you catch my drift. Oh, that's not, Well, again, she's walking around with all that bloody bling on. It's not that surprising, is it? Alright, Coral Tower, then. Alright, Commodore, what do you got? Another Astrologian. How odd. It is not often that even our city-state, known for its diversity, welcomes a single reader of the stars through its gates, let alone 2, and in the same day, no less. Yes, I took a few moments from my duties to speak with her about the city-state. She seemed quite interested in our dealings with the Sahuagin, the Serpent Reavers, and the Garlean Empire. I told her what I could, but she left after only a few moments. It was as if she thought she was being pursued, but the Charlene was gone before I could assign her a yellow jacket escort. Curiouser and curiouser. Bremba? I seen me stuffy lass in rum garb poking her lovely head in holes where it weren't wanted. Is that how Seawolves speak? I think it's how Seawolves speak. That's not racist, is it? I mean, that's kind of how it's written, isn't it? 'Tis rare we get one so worldly down here in the gurgling belly of the tower. I had to hold training to work out what the fuss was about. The maid inquired as to where she might find herself a nip or two with some of the strong stuff, so I pointed her in the direction of our resident apothecary, Carvain, or the 7th Sage. Alright, 7th Sage. Which I think is where we were supposed to be meeting anyway, so... Alright, Quimpere. What are you smelling? Lord Ethys, I bear good tidings. The Lady Leveva is scheduled to return here within a matter of bells. It seems she entered a contract with Carvain for the purchase of several of the apothecary's wares. An interesting girl, that one. Very rarely do we see young maidens walk the Lominsan streets without escort, and almost never do they come to me seeking spice. Alright, looks like Leveva's got some drug habits. Still, she did appear quite uneasy, as if being watched or followed. Suspicions, I might say, not uncommon in our fair city. Might she be in some manner of trouble? Those few who agreed to speak with me at the Drowning Wench and the Bloody Member claimed the same. My short stay on the Astrologian, that's not even a tongue twister, I don't know why I'm having trouble with that one, bore no fruit whatsoever. What were you able to find, my lord? Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. I see. So we have ascertained that the lady is being followed, and that she is aware of the fact. If this is the case, I believe she will attempt to move somewhere. She will be in plain sight of as many people as possible. I doubt that will help in this town. Kidnappings and killings are conducted in broad daylight here, and when they happen, most people just keep their heads down, so as not to have them removed from their shoulders. 12 damn this town, me lord. I shall set out once more and try to locate Lady Leveva. There is still the chance she may return here on her own, so I ask that you remain in case she does. If she has not arrived at the rendezvous point by the time of her scheduled meeting with Confronting, then we shall both go to the one location that is most populated after the sun falls in Limsa, the Drowning Wench. Now, who on earth could be following her? Alright, we just wait here, do we? I assume this is going to be a battle. It appears that your company is tied up. Not literally, I hope. Perhaps you should head to the wench and see if she's there, like your friend believes. Though I fear that if she did not make it that far, you may never find her again. At least not alive. Is that a threat, Confronting? Worry not, my starry-eyed friend. If by chance she were to arrive here after your departure, you have my word that no harm shall come to her while she remains behind the Seventh Sage's doors. Bloody pirates. Quiet with the townspeople. This is very strange. Hello, townsperson. Are you going to attack me? What about you? Are you going to attack me? Come on then. I might have seen a lass going off to the Highland. Alright. Let us scurry thither and yon. You're not a townsperson. What are you doing? Suspicious astrologian. Okay. Alright. You can do it your way. Fine. The area is filled with imposters who seek to keep us occupied while their leader pursues Lady Leveva. We must be quick. Okay, so they're using glamours of some sort. I wonder what these guys want exactly. I guess we're following Confronting. Ever true. Oh, isn't that adorable? Is this her? Or is this going to be another... Yeah, another fake one. Alright, okay. I don't know what is going on here. This is very strange. Wait. I'm looking at the dialogue he just said. Confronting. Ifrit's fiery piss. That is an excellent swear. I never realized that Ifrit had a, you know, urinary tract infection. It's Lady Leveva. Which one is true? Well, you didn't even say her name right, so I'm gonna go with that one. Nailed it! Yes, we will use the balance. Get wrecked. Lady Leveva, you have my apologies. It was my fault I allowed us to become separated. Yeah, damn right. Do not blame yourself, Confronting. I sensed danger at the landing, and it was my instinct to run, as ever I have. I forgot that I could trust you. Unfortunately, by the time I realized such, there was no sign of you, so I did what I could to blend in, choosing crowded places, speaking with as many locals as possible, wearing this ridiculous outfit which makes me stand out like a fucking sore thumb, though all the while feeling there were unseen eyes watching my every move. By the time I realized that my pursuers were simply leading me away from you, night had already fallen, giving them the perfect opportunity to strike. It was then that I witnessed several of the bandits had disguised themselves in garb similar to mine. I assume this was to confuse the two of you still searching for me. It was then that I conceived the idea to play the part of an imposter myself. Why hide in the shadows when you can hide in plain sight? That was quite brilliant of you, Lady Leveva. May I ask, were you at any time able to discern who these pursuers were? The amount of effort put into your capture would suggest they are more than mere pirates looking to sell you to slavers. Unfortunately, no, and I wasn't about to walk up and ask them who they were or who had hired them. But that is all behind us now. Let us see if we can salvage something from this horrible night. The fourth gate ascends nearby, Ethys. Shall we not see it made yours? To the anchor yard! Oh, bad news bears. Astute pirate. That's quite a name. Well, I'll be a barnacle on the Kraken's arse. If it ain't the stark open lassie come to scry on that sort of their fortunes. Tell us, which one of you'll be dying first, like? The beat red knight with a carp in his codpiece? Or the stern-faced venturer on his high hobby horse? Well, we know why this pirate is astute. He has noticed that Quimperane is packing. God damn it, I thought he hit it pretty well. How many pirates? They're all pirates, Leveva. They are literally all bloody pirates. There's no end to them. There will be soon, love. Serpent revest. Serpent revest? They're like... Okay, alright, so there's Serpent Reeve, and Serpent Reaver, and then Serpent Revest. That's, Oh god, I don't know how to feel about that. So they are just regular pirates? I mean, they're the Revest pirates. But, I thought that it might be like Garleans or something. I don't know what I thought. I honestly didn't know what to think. Hey, it's our old friends from the rogues and the marauders, the marauderists. I think Bronbar is definitely the maraudist, the marauderist. What do you guys think? Who do you think? All right, here's real talk question for the day. Who is the maraudest in the whole realm? I'd ask who the dragoonest was, but I'd be worried that people would be telling me, well, the obvious, which I don't want to hear. I really don't want to hear, because you guys know how I feel about him and the fact that we carried him. That a word of thanks. Took all the fucking credit. A fine spot of merrymaking, if I do say so myself. Merrymaking. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, guys, it's another Duskwhite. This is getting absurd. Is it? Oh, it is the same one. It's the same one from Quarry Mill. Ooh. That's no ordinary pirate. But it is an ordinary Duskwhite. Lay down them weapons or I'll cut the old man a new grin under his chin. He's not that old, Quimperane. Doesn't seem that old. Cannot believe that actually worked. Nor can I. But then again, never have I fought someone so credulous. Now let us do this as they do in the Fairy Babes. You step over here, I let the man go. Easy peasy. Yeah, I don't know about that. Wait, I know you. You're the bandit leader who attacked Lady Leveva's grandfather in the Black Shroud. Yes, very astute, Quim. Someone has a good memory for being so on in years. Why does everyone keep saying that? Am I missing something? He doesn't look that old. Well then, this changes everything. First off, I can finally drop this annoying pirate accent. Which I should probably drop now, shouldn't I? And secondly, I suppose I can simply kill you now rather than after pretending to let you go once the lady has drawn close enough. That bloody cheek. I just realised I haven't had music on this whole time, so I'm going to have to put that in post. Hello, Commodore. Stop right there. Unhand that man, or I'll have your head tarred and on the prow of a galley by cockcrow. Cockcrow. First maniacal marauders, and then feline fishers, and now the Commodore of the Swiven Thalassocratic Navy. How many more gods is this machine going to drop on me? Until next time, Lady Leveva. They're just going to stand there while she runs away. Alright, okay. And she's gone. You have my apologies. I was a fool to fall for the bandit's trick. Yes, you are a fool, but I still don't see how he's an old man. Amazing, in all my years that was the first time I've ever seen that feigning death trick actually work. But now it is not a moment to be dwelling on our many failings. I have a dastard to apprehend. You wouldn't be surprised how often people run after being told to stop right there. Very funny, Quimperane. Raina, rather. Toodles, Commodore. That's another one of my favourite words, I think. Commodore. Commodore. Lady Leveva? That pirate, she was the same bandit who... Yes, I know, and that changes little, for I still have no idea who she may be, or who she may be working for. There's naught we can do until the Commodore brings the woman to justice, and we can question her, or until she decides to attack us again. What we can do is what we came here for. Ethys' training. Now, look to the stars and behold the arrow. The fourth heaven, or the heaven of wind, was created atop a lofty peak by Ocean the Wanderer, whose footsteps had been guided by the navigator. I like that we're getting little bits of the creation myth here. Although we're kind of, again, crossing wires. I guess not all the Charlans follow Heidelin. I guess that's more of a Louis Suarez kind of thing. The wind that blows off Limlayan seas guides the arrow fast and true, and so shall it deliver the weary souls of those trapped in the mire of confusion, indecision, and over-contemplation. The fourth heaven has opened its gates, allowing you to access its sacred penetralia. From this day forth, its power is yours to interpret and wield. You know what? That's what I'm going to be calling my penis from now on, sacred penetralia. That too is now canon. So thank you for that, Leveva, that moment of inspiration. That power will further aid you as you continue to hone your skills. Now let us return to Ishgard. I have a few words for a certain student of mine who felt inclined to forego this particular lesson. I told him. I told Jean Equinard that you wouldn't be so patient and understanding with his bullshit. You know, I'm starting to agree with her. I thought she was being harsh on him, but he's kind of a lazy prick, isn't he? Alright, Johnny. What have you got to say for yourself? Ethys, you might have had the decency to warn me that Lady Leveva was in a mood with me for not joining you. She seemed to think I was to blame for your misadventures. Now, why would that be? It is not as if my being there would have prevented the bandits from attempting to abduct Leveva. These being the same bandits who attacked you in the Black Shroud, which, by the way, is another location I was not at. This is plainly something far beyond our control. Now I'm starting to think that maybe Jean Equinard is behind this. I can't think of a motive other than, you know, jealousy and contempt. And furthermore, it is not as if I was merely slipping cordials slipping cordials. I was slipping on cordial and waltzing with baronets. I was helping further our cause. I spoke with several high-ranking cardinals about Lady Leveva being granted the opportunity to speak at the vault regarding Charlene astrology. What do you think of that? I was politely turned down, of course, but it is the gesture that will one day lead to another gesture, which will one day lead to a head inclined slightly in the general direction of another gesture. Little steps, my protege. Little steps. Alright, well, yeah, he's not very efficient, is he? But I am starting to think that maybe he's the one behind all this, which I guess we'll find out next time. Ooh, big cliffhanger there. Let's do our reading. Our reading is the Spire. Now, as I noticed, the Spire is very Alexander-like, so I think in your future you are going to be wiping over and over and over and over and over somewhere in Alexander, and I think that that's a pretty fair guess. Pretty conservative guess, I'd say. Anyway, I am prattling. I will see you all next time for the level 45 Astrologian Job Quest. Thanks all for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's very helpful. And until then, bye.